The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the dense forest surrounding Camp Pinedale. It was supposed to be a weekend of relaxation and adventure for a group of friends. Little did they know that the woods held a chilling secret, one that would turn their camping trip into a nightmarish ordeal. As darkness settled in, the group gathered around their crackling campfire, their faces illuminated by the dancing flames. There was Mark, the fearless leader of the group, Sarah, his level-headed girlfriend, Jake, the rugged outdoorsman, Lisa, the bookish and cautious one, and Sam, the prankster always looking for a good laugh. As the night wore on, they shared ghost stories and roasted marshmallows, their laughter echoing through the forest. But as the clock struck midnight, their mirth turned to unease. A strange silence enveloped the woods, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. Mark, never one to be easily spooked, suggested they play a game of hide-and-seek in the dark forest. The group agreed, thinking it would be a thrilling way to pass the time. They selected Jake as the first seeker, and with a playful wink, he counted to 100 while the others scattered into the darkness. As Jake began his search, the forest seemed to come alive with unseen movements. He stumbled upon Mark hiding behind a large tree and laughed, only to have his laughter cut short when Mark shushed him urgently. Mark pointed to the dense thicket nearby, where they could make out the faint silhouette of a tall, shadowy figure. The figure was unnaturally still, its form indistinct and unsettling. Fear gripped both of them as they watched it, unable to look away. It didn't move, but its presence sent shivers down their spines. Meanwhile, Sarah, Lisa, and Sam huddled together in their hiding spot. They had heard Jake's laughter turn to dread and saw the shadowy figure in the distance. Panic set in, and they debated whether to call out to him or remain hidden. Back at the campfire, the flames suddenly extinguished themselves, plunging the campsite into darkness. Mark and Jake, still frozen in fear, could hear the others calling out in a trembling chorus of voices. The shadowy figure seemed to draw nearer, its presence becoming suffocating. Desperate to reunite with their friends, Mark and Jake decided to make a run for it, abandoning their hiding spot. They navigated the forest in the dark, their hearts pounding, until they stumbled upon Sarah, Lisa, and Sam. The group exchanged horrified stories of their encounters with the shadowy figure and the eerie events at the campfire. With trembling hands, they tried to light the campfire once more, but their efforts were in vain. It was as if the forest itself resisted their attempts to dispel the darkness. They realized that they were not alone in the woods, and whatever lurked there was not of this world. As the night wore on, their fear grew, and they decided to stay close together, hoping that safety could be found in numbers. The shadowy figure continued to haunt the edges of their vision, a malevolent presence that refused to be ignored. Dawn eventually broke, and the group emerged from the forest, exhausted and terrified. They left Camp Pinedale, vowing never to return, haunted by the events of that fateful night. To this day, they can't explain what happened in those woods, but they share a bond forged in fear, forever changed by a camping trip that turned into a chilling encounter with the supernatural. The memory of the shadowy figure still lingers in their nightmares, a reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved.